Over the last 20 years, I've built up quite a collection of guitars. But which 5 are my favorites? Let's find out. Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, then it's really great to have you join us today. Guitars, they are my absolute life. I love playing guitar. I'm so passionate about playing and writing and doing what I do. I'm a professional musician. I have been for 20 years now. I've been playing for almost 40 years. And yeah, I have collected quite a lot of guitars over that period of time. And the collection's built up to quite a large number now. And I got thinking, which 5 do I keep reaching for when I'm thinking about playing, writing, just jamming, or just want to kind of just have a guitar in my hands? Which ones are the top 5s? And today I'm going to go through the 5 which are my favorites right now. I'm going to qualify this because more guitars are going to turn up at some stage. I know, look, I do this for a living. It is an occupational hazard. That's my excuse anyway. I should use that with my wife. What do you reckon? Do you think it'll work? Anyways, let's get going. I'm going to go through the first 4 in no particular order, but then I'm going to show you the one that keeps being pulled off the wall, which is my number 1 guitar right now. Let's get going with this. Guitar number 1, which I'm holding in my hands, which is my snakeskin guitar. This is such an amazing, amazing instrument. There is history between me and this guitar. Didn't always look like this. I actually did this to the guitar just a couple months ago because I wanted a Warren DeMartini inspired guitar. This guitar was actually sent to me by my very, very good friend Michael Spacratello when I got married in 2007. And it was an amazing instrument back then. It's a Warmoth body and a Warmoth neck. It has a shallow Floyd Rose bridge on it. And now it sports a Seymour Duncan RTM Warren DeMartini signature pickup, which is signed by Warren, by the way, on the back as well, which is very, very cool. And also an SSL fork, which is the one that Warren DeMartini uses. It's a very, very simple guitar, volume knob with a coil split for the bridge pickup, 3-way toggle switch. It has locking tuners on it now by Goto. You know, what I really love about this is the history that I have with this guitar. I'm connected to this guitar because of my friendship with Mike, and also it was one of the first that actually started the collection as well, all the way back in like 2007. And that makes it very, very special because it was the start of the journey. It's always been a really great instrument to play. The neck has been phenomenal. The profile on it is so comfortable. It's a wizard profile neck as far as I know. I've done a little bit of work to the neck. I rolled the edges when I put the snakeskin on a couple months ago. And I also added these inlays, which are real snakeskin, because why not, right? And it's just been so, so great to play. This has an amazing sound, an amazing resonance. It punches so much. This is like my custom shop Charvel style guitar. It honestly does feel like this. I've played some high-end guitars before, but man, this one hangs with them every single day of the week. And look at it. It is absolutely stunning, right? With that snakeskin on it. So lucky to have this. Talking about Charvel style guitars, my EVH Stripe Series. These are obviously made by Fender guitars. They're very, very, very similar to Charvel guitars. I wonder why. This guitar, man, I bought it on a whim because I wanted another Frankenstrat style guitar. I was looking at the Stripe Series. I was actually looking for the black and yellow one, and this one came up at a really good price. I'm so glad I got this. The neck on this, wow. It is just magical. It is absolutely amazing. The roll they've done on the edge of the neck is just sublime. No sharp fret edges. This one plays like nothing else. I've actually shimmed the neck and floated the bridge, so check this out. Yeah. It goes on and on forever. I can do wobbles and all those little flicks and stuff, and it's so amazing, this guitar. Very, very simple. Basswood body, maple neck, has regular tuners on it, obviously the lock nut there as well. Single volume, single pickup. It's a Wolfgang pickup in here, but you know, it just keeps churning out those tones, and that's what this is about. This is just about the purity of tone. This has a great tone. Rock tones are just incredible on this. I use this for solos so much because of the bridge, first of all, because I can get all of those warbles and all that nice kind of, you know, Red Beach style stuff going on. Yeah, I know it's an Eddie style guitar, but I can do all the Red Beach stuff on it because of that floating bridge and how it's floating and stuff. But such a wonderful instrument. I love picking this one up because on video as well, it just looks $1 million. Every time I pick it up, I feel like a rock star. I honestly do. That's because of Eddie, because of Eddie's genius and the way that he painted his guitars. Thank you so much, Eddie. We love you for doing this, and we still honor you by playing these guitars. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification as well, so that you don't miss future videos like this also, because more will be coming up and I don't want you to miss them. Thanks so much. Alrighty, let's get to my next favorite guitar. Not too long ago, my very, very good friend Christian Metralier sent me a book that he had written about Jackson Charvel Guitars Japan. Man, I was mesmerized with that book, and it actually led to this purchase within a week. Yep, this is my Tokai JSR Superstrat. This thing is in mint condition, literally. This is a 1987 guitar, and I'll show you some close-ups of the body because it's unbelievable how good a condition this is in. You can probably see the color. It's really bright white. That's since 1987. Don't know if it was kept in a case or what, but man, this looks like brand new, like it literally just came out of the factory. It's such a lovely instrument to play. Again, the bridge. This one flickers even more than my EVH guitar. It's crazy. I can actually kind of play a note, do this, and then play more notes, and it will just keep going. Ooh. It's totally amazing. Again, this is total simplicity. Single pickup, single volume knob, no core splits or anything like that. We've got our Floyd Rose licensed bridge here. This is actually a single locking system. So the ball ends actually go into the saddles here, and then we have a lock nut up here. The neck, it's really sublime. I cannot believe how good these necks are. This was like a relatively inexpensive Japanese guitar back in the day, but this feels like a custom shop guitar. Honestly, it is that lovely to play. And it's that all-important pointy headstock. I didn't have a pointy headstock in the studio until I got this, and it is proper Jackson inspired. And this was actually one of the guitars which came out which was inspired by the Jackson guitars which were being produced in Japan at the time. I think this is a basswood body, has a maple neck on it, has this lovely rosewood fretboard on it as well. The great thing about these guitars, the wood is really old, so it resonates like you would not believe. And this pickup, it's actually a Lawrence White pickup. I have never heard anything like this. It is actually very high resistance. It's about 18.7 odd K resistance. But man, it has this growl to it and this texture to it, which none of my other pickups do. It is totally and utterly amazing. Love the sound of this pickup. Really, really, really cool pickup. But hey, you know, this is getting a lot of use in the studio. I think this suits me actually. Yeah. It's another Superstrat. So glad I have this. And thank you so much to Christian for sending me that book because it inspired this purchase. One of my top fives. Now this here is a very, very, very serious piece of hardware. This is my 2020 PRS Custom 24. This is the core model, the USA model. Man, this thing is just sublime. This guitar is just exceptionally good. I have two Custom 24s, USA models. And it was a bit of a dilemma picking which one was my favorite. And I picked this one eventually simply because there's just something about it. There's a magic about it. Look, there's a magic about every single PRS guitar which I have picked up. But this one, I just love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds. These pickups are just amazing. The bodywood is just exceptional. I mean, look at that top. It's a proper flamed maple top. It's thick piece of wood and it's carved so beautifully. You know, it's a work of art. The mahogany on the back and the neck. Wow, this neck is a pattern regular neck, which is ever so slightly fatter than the pattern thin, but it's like a 64th or a 32nd. You cannot feel the difference between them. But man, it just plays so well. Again, this one just resonates like you would not believe. Honestly, it just rings and rings and rings, and it has this tone to it. It has this feel to it. And every time I pick it up, I fall in love with it again. That's why it's one of my top fives, because I want that to happen every single day. You know, I've been playing for a long time, almost 40 years. When I pick up an instrument and I fall in love with music again, that's something really special. And if a guitar can do that, hey, it's going to be used and used and used when I record, when I play, when I'm just enjoying myself. So like I mentioned, it has a mahogany body and a mahogany neck as well. It has this maple top on it. Also, the pickups are the 8515s. It has a tone control on it, a volume control, and a 5-way switch, which actually splits the pickups in a specific way in positions 2 and 4. Makes it very musical to play. The bridge is the PRS 5-point, which is really nice to play. It has a veneered headstock as well. It's one of the things I really like about it. It looks pretty. And it has the PRS Phase 3 locking tuners on it as well. This instrument is absolutely exquisite. If you have not played a PRS Custom 24 before, I highly recommend you go and check one out in a music store, because honestly, you will fall in love with it. Trust me, I didn't think I would, but man, I fell hard for these guitars, which is why you're seeing it in my top 5. Yeah, great guitar. This one's awesome. Which brings us to numero uno. Did you guys guess it would be this one? You know, when I bought this guitar, my Sterling Luke Blueberry Burst a couple of years ago, I had no idea how much I would play this guitar. Honestly, this is the guitar that I pick up first every single time I come into the studio. I'd actually bought my PRS Custom 24s within like about a year before I purchased this guitar. And they were my absolute kind of go-to guitars. I was playing them so much, and then this turned up and it kind of spoiled the party a little bit. Just did not expect it. The way this feels, the way it plays, the way it sounds, everything is just sublime. It's just very me. I'm connected to this guitar somehow. I don't know how, but there's a connection there, and I feel it every single time I pick it up. It's a little bit played in now as well, so the fretboard edges feel like naturally rolled because I have played it so much. So it's all natural roll on here, which is crazy, right? But it's a basswood body. I think there's a veneer on the top here rather than a flamed top, but it is very pretty. Very simple guitar. Roasted maple neck, and it has a rosewood fretboard as well. This one actually has my custom fret markers by Fretlook as well on here. These are my chakra markers. I put them on here because this was one of my main guitars. So these had to be put onto here to personalize it so that it was like a J guitar rather than a Steve Lukather guitar. That makes sense. You know, one of the things that really surprised me was this is obviously the budget model of like Music Man, but It feels so incredibly premium. The way it feels, the way it sounds, everything just feels so premium. The neck is very special on this because it is a soft V. It doesn't work for everybody. For my hands though, I'm in heaven every time I play this. I'm in absolute heaven when I'm playing it. I've used this in the studio so much. I've used it live. I use it for my guitar lessons when I'm teaching students. It just keeps being pulled off the wall, which is why it took the top spot. It has a set of Tone Rider Panama pickups in here. I changed them from the Sterling pickups because they had become a little bit microphonic, and I discovered the Panama pickups around the same time. So glad I did, because these are my favorite pickups. Honestly, I absolutely adore the Tone Rider Panamas. If you've not seen my video about these pickups, then I'll leave a link somewhere up here so you guys can go and check it out. The switching on here is very special as well, which is why I use this for live, because in positions 2 and 4, just like the PRS, we have split coil modes with the pickups, and that makes it really versatile to play live. There is a 12 dB boost on the volume pot here, which you can push. I don't use it. I've used it like maybe once or twice while I've had the guitar. It's a really good boost, but I just don't feel the need to use it when I'm using my high gain amps. Tone control here as well, which again, I rarely use tone controls. The bridge is fantastic. It is really responsive and kind of does all my warbles and stuff like that. I love having this setup of not having a locking nut, but having locking tuners. These are actually Geiger tuners. I replaced the other ones because once the original tuners actually stopped working properly, so I was replacing them. I'm actually going to replace them with Gotos. I love the Goto Magnum locking tuners, so I'm going to put a set of really nice Magnum locking tuners on here really soon. So there you go. That's why this guitar is my absolute #1. I totally adore this. I really dig this guitar. It gets played so much, and it will get played so much. In fact, I got a second one now. Yeah! I picked up a purple sparkle last week, and that's just as nice as this one. This got picked though because I've had it longer and it feels a little bit more played in. But both amazing instruments. So there you go, guys and girls. They are my 5 favorite guitars right now. I'm sure this will change in the future when more guitars turn up in the studio, but right now, these are the 5 guitars which I keep playing, keep thinking about, keep wanting to pick up when I'm teaching, when I'm playing, when I'm writing, and I'm recording as well. I would absolutely love to know what your top 5 guitars are, or even your favorite guitar. So leave a comment and let me know. Alrighty, guys and girls, if you enjoyed this one, you know the drill. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification as well. Please do give it a like and a hype as well. And also do comment and share it with your gear loving friends, because I would love to know what their top 5 guitars are also. All right, let's listen to the full track, because I just used 5 guitars instead of like 10 like I usually do. I picked my top 5 and I did everything with them. Man, this was so much fun to do, and I got the track done so quickly because every single guitar that I played on this one, it inspires me. It just makes me want to play and play and play and play. And so I did. I hope you enjoy it. All right, I will see you soon with another one. In the meantime, have an absolutely amazing day. Bye for now.